Hello and welcome to a Mukwonago Library activity, and today we're going to be doing a stop motion animation. So right here I have set up just a couple Lego guys, and I'm just going to be showing you kind of the process I go through for making a stop motion animation and what you can do to create your own. You don't have to use Legos, you can use whatever you want, but the basic gist of it is that you're going to just have whatever you have in the scene, and by stop motion, essentially that just means a lot of pictures in a row to show when you put them together really quickly. That will make it look like an actual animation, but you're just taking a lot of pictures individually and moving your characters or whatever you have in your scene really slightly at a time, like very small movements, and then that's how you're going to take those pictures after each movement and then put it all together and create an animation. So first I'm going to start out by, I have my characters set up here, and what I can do is, let's say I want these characters, it's a cop and a robber. I want the cop to chase the robber around this little Lego floor. So what I'm going to do is just kind of move these characters around a little bit to make it so it looks like they're running. So I'm going to move him just a little bit forward, and then move him, maybe move his leg a little bit. So that's just, I mean, that's good, just a little tiny bit of movement. And then I would take a picture. So snip, and then just a little bit more, just a little bit more, and then I'm just gonna keep doing this process, and then you can maybe move his legs, change his legs, and it's just gonna keep going back and forth and trying to get them to make very small changes, and that will make it really easy to put them all together, and it'll look like a really great animation. One thing to think about is if you have all the pictures going together really quickly, they're called frames. And so if you have two frames next to each other that you have one character in this position, and then the next frame they're in this position, that's a really big movement in a really fast amount of time. So you don't want to do that because frames go by every few milliseconds, which is a very small amount of time. So it'll just look like he's standing and then he's tilted down, and that just won't look very good. So what you can do, like I said, is just make smaller movements. Whoopsies. So you can take whatever you have in your scene, and so like let's say you want his arm to move, you do like that, and then that, and then that, and it's just up to how fast you want it to move. So if you want his arm to move very quickly, you could have it go. You could just take 3 pictures, 1, 2, and 3, and his hand will move very quickly across because it's only 3 frames. But if you want his hand to move pretty slowly, you can make it like 6 frames, 8 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so then his hand is going to move a lot slower when you look at it in the animation. And so that is really the basic gist of what you need to do for creating a stop motion animation. I'm going to next show you the animation that I made with these guys, and it'll just be a little demonstration of what I did to create my stop motion animation. It'll be pretty simple, and it'll be a lot of fun. So for this animation, I'm using an app called Stop Motion Studio. It's a really great app for creating stop motion animation because you can just take pictures right there and edit them and record the video really easily, and it's just a great place to have your animations. So have fun and enjoy.